Hey y'all, it's Thris. Welcome back, and I am so excited to introduce you to my brand Full Spectrum. Wasn't that video really cool? My husband did that for me. He surprised me with it. He's been working on it for a few days and just piecing it together as I got video footage and pictures and stuff like that. And I just think it's really cool. For one, it's from him, and he did a really good job. So anyway, thank you, hubby. Okay, so Full Spectrum. As usual, I am not fully prepared. This is the card. This is my... Oh, please excuse my fingernails. I've been dyeing yarn all week, and there's dye in my nails. I tried my best. Some of it just did not want to come off. But this is Full Spectrum in Braille. It's not tactile right now. Our next set of cards will be. But this is my logo. And what this symbolizes is a few things. So it's just a full spectrum of my love for color. I love all color. Like I said in my description, I am almost totally blind and I am losing my remaining vision, and I have all these amazing color ideas that I want to see put out. I want to touch it and look at it before I can't anymore. The eye also, covers the blindness and everything. I have a love for makeup. That's where probably my love for color theory kind of exploded, was learning how to do eyeshadow and stuff. And then also the full spectrum of my love for art. I do not just crochet. I haven't shown my painting really on here yet, but there's that. There's, dyeing yarn, and it kind of embodies the full spectrum of a lot of different things. So the full spectrum of this channel will be yarn dyeing tutorials, how I do things as a blind person in my everyday life and in relation to crochet. I don't know, I probably bumbled through that explanation, but it just I don't know, this sort of really pulled all of that together in one image, which is kind of crazy, because there's so many different facets that one image can pull all of that together. Was kind of cool to me. Okay, so Dee's Creative Hands. Last Saturday, I was on her live and I showed some yarns and stitch markers and stuff, and I have sold some stuff, so some of that yarn is not here, but that's okay, because I can do a myriad of things. I can do a full spectrum. I can do a full spectrum of colors and different sorts of, like, striped, gradient, speckled, solids, variegated, whatever you want, I can try to do. I think I will probably be able to do it, but I will at least try very hard. So what I have right now to show you they are stock items. They're items I can and will redo again and again, but I can take custom colorways as well. You can do that in the form of a picture, or just tell me you want these colors incorporated, or whatever. So right now I am switching yarn suppliers from Nomad to Wool to Die For, and I'm going to have a few different kinds. I'm going to have fingering weights, DK weights. I am going to steer away probably from the Merino nylon blends, because I really don't like the way that nylon functions. Sometimes it kind of sticks to itself. So I'm going to do like 100% merino, superwash merino, and like merino silk I might do the merino nylon. I don't know. But anyway. Okay, so the first, I'm going to show this one hanged up and not hanged up. So this is a sunset. It goes from orange to coral to like a neon salmon to a fuchsia. And I'm just going to, I don't have names for them. It has been suggested that I do that. So I guess we will, if you're emailing me to purchase these, then we'll call it sunset. But this is what it looks like. So this is an ombre or a gradient. It just flows from one color to the next. And this is on a 70%, let me make sure I get this right. This is a 70% super extra fine superwash merino, 20% royal alpaca, and 10% mulberry silk. And that will be a base that I will continue to have even with the new supplier. This is how your yarn will come. It'll come in an organza bag with the labels tied onto it. And this was from a video I did, Breaking Violet. I used Wilton's Violet, and, well, broke the colors apart in it. So, I guess we'll just call this Breaking Violet. Easy enough. Okay. Then we have this one. And this has blues, purples, some shocks of pink, and some gray, black. There are, I don't always know which way to turn on this camera. There are lighter areas, there are darker areas. It's pretty saturated. There's a few spots of like highlighted areas that are lighter. There really isn't any just white bare base because I really like full saturation. But any spots that there are really light, that's part of hand dyed. So, but that isn't something that you'll see very much of with my yarn because I really like this, unless you request it to be that way. So like this part right here is what I'm talking about. So this is from a video that is coming up this week of just chaotic, I think I called it chaos dyeing. Should we call this one Galaxy or Chaos? Husband?
Galaxy.
Galaxy. So he said Galaxy. Can I say your name on here? Okay. Andrew. Alright, so this one is Galaxy. Now, this one is going to look a little different. This is not dyed on the yarn bases that I just showed you. This is dyed on 100% wool. And I will actually show you the difference. Even though these are different colors, these are the same oranges. So this is the merino and silk and alpaca. This is 100% wool. And when you're dyeing wool, especially because this is a 4-way, it does come out looking a little different. You of course could buy it. There's two. You can of course buy it on this base. But I did some on these wool bases so that I could show you, because I do have a limited amount of merino bases right now until my order comes in. But I wanted to show you, I keep saying this phrase, but the full spectrum of what I can do. So it isn't just the bright blue, purple, and pinks. you know, I can do, these are fall colors. I think this is getting blown out a little bit. Yeah, this is getting blown out a little bit. These are darker, more fall-like, orange, red, and brown. It's definitely getting blown out. Let me see. Okay, this is more accurate to what it actually looks like. I'll turn that light back on. And then this, oh my gosh. This was inspired by Dee herself, from Dee's Creative Hands. So, peacock. This is very peacock looking. Let me, you know, showing these yarns, I may have to do it without the light on so you can see it better. No. Making sure the blues are showing up. So it is a little, everything that I am showing is a little bit darker in real life. It's getting blown out by the light. It is very saturated and bold and everything, but it is a little bit darker than kind of how they're coming out. Now this one is just blues. So it doesn't always have to be a bunch of different colors. This is just a tonal blue. So we'll just call it blues. I don't have any solids to show. I can do solid as well. And yeah, so any of those. So this is another one of the, another one of the wool. I was kind of thinking like plaid, like the emerald and navy plaid. I thought that would be really pretty worked up. So this would look even nicer on the merino base. Oh, I guess we'll call that one plaid. Now this is one of my favorites. I just love this so much. I don't have any idea what to call this. Grape, I guess. It's got two different kinds of purple in it, and then gray and black. I just love this one. This one and the sunset one are probably my favorites. Ooh. Oh, can you get me the blues and the rainbows that are up there? I forgot to bring them down. Andrew.
Where at?
Up in that cubby right there.
Oh, gotcha.
This was also from the Breaking Violet video. Let's see, where did the other ones go? You guys, I will say it 1,000 times. I am not a professional. Ugh. And I am rarely fully prepared. That's why you love me though, right? Okay. This was the Breaking Violet that I just showed you a few minutes ago. This is from that same video because I tried two different ways of doing it. One was with acid, one was without acid. So they are both Breaking Violet, but we're going to show the one that really is broke a lot more, Breaking Violet, and this is just the purples and pink. And we don't have to be a stickler about the names. I mean, just describe what you're talking about and we'll figure it out. All right. So I did not, fiber. I did not, my husband convinced me to put these up to offer to you guys. It is not my finest work. Not that my work is fine, but it is not my finest work. This is one of the very, very first things that I did. I hand painted this one. This was not in the dye bath or anything like that. It is on a sparkle base, so there is some lurex in it. Actually, I think it's Stellina. And it's my rainbow. There are 7 of them available. So it is up to you guys if you want it. I wonder if I can catch the sparkle in the camera. Probably not. But you definitely saw it in that video. It was really cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is what it looks like hanged up. So these are available as well. I was worried that nobody would want to get them because I don't know. But he said offer them. He thinks they're great, so. And then these are also just 100% superwash merino. These are blues, purples, navy, some black. What to call this one? Because it is sort of, let's see. Where did it go? Okay. There's definitely a difference between Galaxy and this. I don't really know what to call this. We'll call this dark opal because the original base that this was on was called opal. And I overdyed it to this. There's a lot more variegation in color in real life. I feel like it's not being done justice, honestly, which is very unfortunate, but it is really pretty. Like, this section right here is purple. It's coming out blue. Wonder if... Nope, that doesn't help. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. Excuse me. So, I take a lot of inspiration off of, like, these cakes that are... I will show you. Here we go. Like, these cakes here. So, like, some of the things I would love to do is do some black to other colors, like the Hobie shadow cakes. So, like, the black to red, black to orange, black to yellow, to purple, to teal, you know, all of those. I can do those. I have done those. I don't know. There's... Honestly, your imagination is the limit. So, whatever it is that you would want, you know, I could do it. So pricing, the regular merino nylon, and merino silk, the one that has like the small amount of silk in it, those are all $20. The ones with the sparkle or the ones with the baby alpaca, cashmere, or higher silk count will be $25. So stitch markers. Okay. I hope you guys are still here. It's a long video, I know, but I appreciate you sticking around. First, I have different kinds of clasps. We have the lobster and we have the lever back. Again, please excuse my fingers. There is dye all over them. So this is the lever back, so that you can use this for earrings. I also have those like fish hook earring ones. I don't have them on any of these things, but if you wanted that, I could put it on that. That wouldn't be a problem. And then this is the 23 millimeter lobster clasp. So earrings, stitch markers, or some of this stuff I was thinking would be really cool is like for you or your kids or you know whoever, like a little clip-on decoration for your backpack or your purse or your crochet bag. You could put it on a zipper pull. I have some on zipper pulls for my backpacks. You can put them on chain pulls for fans. I mean, you can clip these suckers on just about anywhere. And so it's not just earrings or stitch markers. But we have these little rainbow happy little flowers. We have rubber duckies. I love these little rubber duckies. We have, okay, so like, excuse me, I'm sorry. These are ones that you probably would not want to wear as earrings. You could. They're not super heavy. I think they're probably foam or hollow inside. They're hard plastic on the outside. These are not heavy. You could absolutely wear them as earrings, but these could be stitch markers or bag pulls or bag dinglies. Where is the other one? These lollies. Oop, what is going on with the camera? There we go. I think that'll work. Yeah. So these lollies, these would be cute as little bag charm thingies. Now these are the only ones that I thought maybe wouldn't work as earrings. They are a little heavy, but I've tried some of those earrings. Some earrings just weigh your ears. I don't know how some people wear them. Little strawberries. These are not any heavier than those, honestly, so you could. Then we have these little, wait for it to focus, these little sweet candy bags. And then we have two different kinds of bears. There are these solid color bears that are bigger than, and they're opaque. So there's no translucent to the middle. These are more translucent and they are smaller. And these are ombre. Very cute. And then there's these that are translucent and are not ombre. I don't know, this one kind of looks, I don't know, I'm blind, what do I know? Alright. Then we have, I forgot to show these in Dee's live and I just kicked myself because I thought they were so cute and I couldn't believe that as much as I love bees, I forgot to show these. I'm just going to show one. So there's these bees, and they're, I don't know if it's coming across, but their little wings have like crystals in it. So it sparkles. They're very cute. So we've got those. Oh, I guess I'll show this. This is kind of what started it all. Okay. These are letters for those of you who cannot see. They're stitch markers with a letter. It's a set of two. One has the letter F on it and one has the letter B on it. They're black with gold. This is to mark the front and back of your projects. So I know that sometimes it can be hard to tell which side that you're working on, and I thought that, I don't know, I thought maybe this would be a good idea. You could mark the sides. And those will come in a set. Okay. Then there's the, oh goodness. These little cherries. Okay. There are so many of them, we put them on a skewer to try to show them all. Let's see if I can get them to go the right way. So there's all these happy little donuts. Now this is one that I thought might not appeal to a lot of people in the crochet community, but it might to your husband's kids or grandkids. And they are video game controllers. And I think they are just about the coolest thing. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Okay. Let me stop fighting with it. Alright. I think those are just really cool. And they'd be really perfect for a backpack. I thought those were cool. So there's those. Okay, we have, where's the other one? Here it is. We have two different, nah, it's not gonna work. I will drop them everywhere. We have two different sizes of paws. All of them are sparkly and different colors. The video definitely shows off the sparkle in them really, really well. I mean, he really captured it so well. Y'all, I have the best hubby ever. I really do. Okay, then there's these little ones. And they're all very, very sparkly. Okay. We've got some Tree of Life, which has a special meaning to me. I'll explain one day. We have for autism awareness, autism support, we have puzzles. We've also got just regular little trees. Happy little trees. Oh! These are ones everybody loves. Excuse me, I'm sorry. These are knitting needle yarn balls. They come in a set of 6. You do not have to buy the whole set of 6, but you can. But this is how they come. And then almost done. There are a bunch of these little dog tag looking things that say, like, okay, I can't see what these say, but like believe, love, like all those like positive affirmation sort of things. And they usually come, well, it doesn't matter, you can get however many of you want. I'm probably gonna put little teeny dinglies on here, like a little heart or like a little flower, just like little accents on them. if people show interest in them. I wasn't sure if people would be interested in them, so I kind of didn't do a whole lot with it. And then we have my daughter and her friends just loved these. We've got candy corns. And then we have a bunch of stuff for Halloween. We've got a sugar skull. That's a cat, right? Black cat. This skull, I don't know, or ghost, is glittery. I don't know if you can tell, but it's glittery. Trick-or-treat bag, pumpkin, and a different ghost. And if you guys are interested in the Halloween stuff, I have a whole thing of just a bunch of different kinds. These are just some of them that I figured I would just, like, you know, if you wanted 4 Halloweens, just pull 4 random out of it. Oh, this is how the stitch markers come. And this is another one. This is the final one. And they are these oil slick coloration of feathers. Now, I do want to warn you guys that the sides of these are a little sharp. I did put a pair on and they never scratched me or anything. Your hair can get caught here, but I mean, any dinglier hair does that with it. So you would just want to watch, like, when you grab it. They're pretty thin and lightweight. But I did, just full transparency, wanted to tell you guys about that. Okay, so pricing. Some of you have ordered from me already because of Dee's Live. And based off all the feedback from that and doing a cost analysis of everything after making some sales, I did raise the prices of the stitch markers. So they are 2 for $6, so they're $3 each, or 4 for $10. And then if you want to do even more than that, then we can, you know, discuss like a bulk discount at that point. But yeah, that's where we are. So if you guys have any ideas of things you would like to see, let me know that. If there's things that, specific things you want, I can, you know, get them and make that for you. Like right now, I'm currently working with someone trying to do a stitch marker for the, you know, the hand dyeing or arm dyeing, or dyeing, good lord. I said hand, so hand dyeing. Hand, what is the word I'm looking for? Hand or arm dyeing, crocheting. Ugh, words are hard, y'all. Yarn, the big thick stuff. So I'm looking for how to make a stitch marker for that. And my, maybe you guys will have an idea for me. Like, doing the big ones is kind of, in order to fit around the bulk of that, it would have to be these big ones, but they're so heavy because they're, you know, metal, that I don't think that is a good option. And if I use the smaller 23mm ones, it's not going to fit around the whole girth of the yarn. So my point is think outside the box. If there's anything that you want, I can customize to anything, just let me know. Also, I would love to hear your feedback about a subscription box. It has been asked by quite a few people that I consider doing a yarn and stitch marker subscription box. And I am definitely open to looking into that. We have been looking into how we would go about doing reoccurring payments and how we would do, just how we would go about that. And right now, I think our best option would be Patreon. And so what we would do is, I'm just going to throw random numbers out there. This is not what it would probably be. let's just say I do a yarn box and there's 2 skeins of yarn in it. The subscription is, it would be a membership. So the membership fee would be, if you wanted the 2 skeins of yarn, would be a $40 a month membership for Patreon. And with that $40 membership, you would get 2 skeins of yarn every month. And I don't know, maybe I put a set of stitch markers in there with it or something like that. I don't know. And then you would also have access to, just like on YouTube, it's like members only stuff for Patreon. It's stuff that wouldn't be on YouTube. And a lot of that would be more personal stuff that I wouldn't be comfortable uploading on YouTube. So getting to know me more personally, you know, maybe doing like, what is the word of those calls, Andrew? Oh, Zoom. Doing like Zoom calls, doing member lives, like doing things like that through there that aren't through the public forum of YouTube. Or if that was too much, doing like having an option for a 1 skein membership. So you would pay $20 a month for that membership and you would get 1 skein of yarn, and you know, whatever I decided came along with that. If it would be different tiers. I'm not explaining this well. If you just wanted to do stitch markers, then making that like a $10 a month thing and you got X amount of stitch markers. Also doing it to where you just pay for a membership where if you can only afford $5 a month, if there's a $5 a month membership, you don't get any of those, you know, the yarn or stitch markers or anything. And you may not get all, you know, you just get access to like the lives or the Zoom calls or something like that. We would figure that out if that's something enough people are interested in. And Ray's Yarn Addiction gave me the idea of doing, you know, maybe doing different colorways. And I think she's right on the money about it, because some people like really dark, saturated colors, like the jewel tones, the darker tones, stuff like that. And some people like, you know, just solids, or like, they don't like the variegated bright stuff, or they just like the pastel or something like that. So maybe offering the light and the dark. And I don't know how we would go about doing that, but that is something that I think she definitely, you know, she was on something, onto something with that. Terrible choice of words. Anyway, so that is something that I am looking at doing, and happy to do if we can work it all out. And just, you know, I will probably have to limit how many people are for each of the yarn tiers, because I'm only one person. I'm a small batch dyer. I don't have a huge place that I can do 50, 60 skeins of yarn in a day to fulfill a bunch of subscriptions. So it would probably be fairly limited, at least at first, until you know, maybe I got a space that I could expand to. But anyway, I could talk for hours on all this, but I had a lot of fun. If you guys want to buy anything, you can get a hold of me at thrift314@gmail.com. It will be in the description box below. It has been on the screen during the video. We'll probably be able to put it on the screen here too. I do not have an Etsy shop, and there is a reason for it. The amount of money that they take out, making that money up would end up costing you guys more, and I didn't want to do that. Now, if you guys are interested in purchasing through that sort of forum, I totally understand that, and you know, we can talk about doing that. It would maybe mean prices have to be a little bit higher, which I really didn't want to do. I would love to keep it through, you know, through email, through YouTube, and doing it this way if at all possible. If there's other forms that I don't know about, let me know. You know, give me all your thoughts down below. But I really love you all, and I appreciate your support. I wouldn't be able to be doing this right now if it weren't for you guys. And not just like the views. I mean, the views are very helpful. But your feedback and your accepting me into the community and just how kind you guys have been. You really allayed all of my anxieties and fears for the most part about coming into, you know, kind of the public realm. And so I really appreciate that. So I hope you guys enjoy our brand because you guys are part of this. You're the reason this is here. And I hope to talk to all of you soon. I love y'all, oodles and boodles.